Hello.
Hi everyone. We will wait for a couple more minutes before starting to let everyone join. Okay. Yes, Luna, I think we can start. Just a reminder to everyone who came to this meetup, there will be a recording sent to you on YouTube. So you will be able to share it with your colleagues, customers, your partners. So yeah, even if you are late, even if someone else wanted to come but wasn't able to, you will be able to see the recording and presentation. We will have everything in the community right there.
Okay, let's start. So let's check if you can see and hear me well.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so today we are going to talk about analytics and how it can be used. This will be more practical webinar. We will discuss three different terms of, oh, let me start sharing my screen. I didn't do it. Let me know if you can see it now. Yes, okay, perfect. So, quick intro into what we are going to discuss. As I said, we will discuss all our different sources of data and how this data can be used practically for you, for your clients, for yourself, for your POCs. In order, I want all of us, after the end of this webinar, to see not just graphs, but insights. So you will be able to look at the data and understand how it can be implemented into your real businesses and the businesses of your clients. So let's start with without other introductions, because I think we are running out of time. Okay, so as you know, there are three sources of data in Dispel. It's the visitor insights graph. It is the graph that you see inside the platform. It is raw data. This is an Excel file that you can download from the platform, and you will see how it looks like, and Arkady will show you how to make magic with it. And the third part is public API. This is the additional, I would say, way to get your data, to integrate your data with BI systems and to make more complicated cases. So let's talk one by one, and you can click on this link in the presentation. The presentation will be sent to you a little bit later after the webinar. You can click the link, and you will see the article in our help center where all the 3 pieces of data sources are described in more detail. So if you need something, if you need to read more about it, you can always go to our help center and find this article there. So let's start with the Visitor Insights dashboard. I hope, and I'm sure mostly, that almost all of you are familiar with this graph and know what's going on on it. This is the main report about your traffic, about your demographics, and about the engagement of people. Here on the slide, you can see descriptions of every single metric in case you forgot something. But in general, you can see how your traffic is moving. You can filter by week, by day, or by quarter, or by year. You can see how your traffic is moving, how the attention was spread during this period, who was your audience in terms of man, in terms of gender and age, and also you can see engagement. We'll talk about this graphs a little bit later. One remark here is that it's also written in my presentation that engaged leads, we are trying to make display as easy as Google Analytics for all of you. That's why we try to compare our terms with Google Analytics. That's why we treat traffic. It's the whole traffic that we see in our offline location. And then when we talk about leads or engaged visitors, we are talking about people who were looking at the sensor, looking at the screen, looking at the shelf for more than 15 seconds. Why we think it's 15 seconds? Because we think that, according to our expertise, we think that those people are more engaged and more likely to become a customer. Okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you, if you have some questions, please let me know right away. I will try to answer it right away, or we will also have the Q&A section at the end. Another graph that you probably also saw in our platform is leads and bounce. Here is what I just told you. Total visitors is whole traffic. Leads, people who are engaged more than 15 seconds, and bounce, people who just passed by. They were engaged less than 2 seconds. You can use this graph in order to understand when, at what particular hour or at what particular day of the week you have the most traffic and you have the less traffic. And according to this data, you can understand where to put more employees in the location, or you can have less people. Plus, you can also see how these employees are engaging with people, especially, for example, if you have a brand zone in a big retail store, you have a brand zone, you have this special person who was in charge for engaging people. Here, you can see how this person was effective, how engaged this person, how engaging this person was, because the higher percentage is here in leads, the more leads were caught by him and brought to the brand zone. Next very important graph here is the device statistics. That is how it's called inside the platform. You can change the graphs. You can go between the graphs using this little arrow where device statistics is, and you can just see any graph you need. Here in this graph, you see all of the devices that are used inside your location. Here you can see visitors, leads, all the same. Leads are people who were engaged more than 15 seconds, bounce less than 2 seconds. And here's one important thing, conversion. Conversion from leads to visitors. It means that here we can understand what device and location in the store was the most effective. By most effective, I mean people were walking inside the store, coming to some different locations, and they put more attention into the screens or shelves or products at some particular places. For example, here 19%, display box 4. It means that here people are much more engaged than in other places. Now we can understand that it can be because it is the most popular location near the entrance, or it's there is some products or some brand zones or some promotion stands that engage people, but something happens there, and now we can increase other conversions as well. Another important thing in this graph is lead type. Lead type means that this particular visitor profile was visiting this particular location for most of the times. In this case will help us to understand where to promote what goods. For example, we see that more male come to one location. We can first of all put all the products that is more likely to be bought by men in this location, and concentrate all offline ads to this particular audience. The same thing with women. So please pay a lot of attention to this device statistics graph. It can give you a lot of insights as well. Even if you didn't look at it so often, please start doing it. Another important thing is customer journey map. It is in the beta right now, so I cannot say that it's like fully working, and we are hardly working on it to make it perfect, make it work the way we need. We collect a lot of feedback about it, but still, if you have several devices inside your location, we can understand how people were moving between this location. What is the most converted path? How they were choosing their route. This information may give you a lot of insights about how to split products inside the store, maybe how to change some layouts, where to put your staff and your employees, and things like that. As I said, it's in a better version now. I think by the end of the year, it will be fully released. I will keep you updated on it. So these were the main graphs inside the platform. Just to remind you, they're all here in Insights and Data. You can open any of it. You can move between graphs here. Oh, you cannot see my screen. You can only see the presentation. Oh, sorry. Well, I'll go back to the presentation. I don't know why that happens. Okay, so let's move on to the most interesting part of my speech. So I tried to collect as many different cases as possible in order to show you how each and every graph can be used in order to understand particular insights that can be implemented in business and bring some profit. So first of all, let's imagine that I am a marketer of some retail chain, and I just installed Display for example, a couple of display kits. I just installed display kits inside my store, and I come to you as my partner, and I say, okay, we have all of this data. What am I going to do with this? How should I increase my sales? And this is what we can do together. This is how we can treat this data. Let's imagine this is the generate age graph that I received. I'm looking at it, and that's what I can see. But of course, because I'm the marketing person of the retailer, I know some data previously from my sales, from some maybe manual counts, from my traffic, door counters, from anywhere. I have at least some data. And I know that my target audience is mainly men from 30 to 45. I know that these people buy at the highest average check, with the highest average check. Here I can see that, yes, I have these people from 30 to 45, but I also have a lot of people from 20 to 29. And I know that they are too young for my product because my product have, for example, higher price than my competitors. So how can I increase my sales knowing this information? First, maybe first thing that we can have to understand is we have to check why this audience is coming to our store. It may be because of two reasons. First, because our online ads is made in the same in a way that attracts younger audience, and that's why we have this these people. Or we have the location that is somewhere near the university, for example, and that's why younger audience come to us. Here we can compare with other locations, with other stores, if possible, and see the difference. So first of all, we have to think about why this audience come to us, and because we now have display, any changes in online ads may be adequately measured by the analytics that is collected. What I mean by that is, if we change something in online ads, in other in our promotions, we can see how demographic situation and how the number of traffic changed during this period of time from month to month. In this case, we will be able to understand if our ads work properly. So, okay, my person who is doing the ads is looking at the videos and things like that. What am I supposed to do? First of all, we have several tips, but I put two here just for you to understand how we can think about it. First, if we have this number of people come in, but we also have our target audience, what we have to do is to make this target audience as much engaged as possible. That's why we have to focus all our in-store promotions on this audience. We can A/B test, we can change the content, but what we can do is, because we know that we have a lot of young people, we still have to catch attention of our target audience with the targeted content we are promoting in store. What else I wanted to say here? Is that first we are looking at our online ads, we are looking at the location, we are trying to analyze it, and we try to change it if we can. Then we are trying to put as much attention to in-store promotion to our target audience. And we can compare month to month how our results are changing. So this is the first generate age, the most easiest graph that we see inside the dashboard. Let's go next. Here is the device statistics graph that I showed you before. What we can do with it. So I have several kits in my store. How can I increase sales looking at this particular graph? What should I do with it? And before we go to tips, here's one insight. Display kits can be easily moved all over the store. So if you, for example, put it on the 3 checkout zones, it doesn't mean you have to keep them forever there. You can move these kits to some other places and use them to check all of the other locations and to test your other hypothesis. But don't do it like too often. Maybe 2 weeks is enough for testings. But my main point is that you can use display kits not only as stable device that is collecting analytics all the time, but you can use it as your testing instrument. So, okay, I have this number of kits, I have this data, what should I do with it? First of all, as I already told you, we have to see the conversion. Where the highest conversion is, we understand that people are more engaged there. We have to analyze why it happens like this. And if we just understand there is no promos, there is no displays with some content, it means that these products are engage people more. And that is a really good sign for us. It means that here we have to make more sales. So our main goal is to sell as much as possible in this zone and in this zone. We can add in-store ads, we can add some targeted ads, some promos, some maybe even a staff person to maximize selling when this at this place, because here in this location people are more engaged than in any other place. Also, we see the lead type. As I said, we can adapt our offers and our in-store ads according to the lead type that is visiting each location. So don't just look at it as numbers. Try to always try to understand that this data is our eyes inside the store. If we see that more male come to one zone and more women come to another zone, let's show targeted ads for women there and for men there to increase what we already have, to make those people buy more. Okay, so I think that's it with this graph. Again, the higher conversion is better. Of course, our main goal is to increase conversions, but if we already have high conversions, we have to increase sales in these zones using staff, using digital ads, using some promos, staff people, any other tactics. Next, here we have 2 devices, for example, near one shelf and near another shelf. And let's compare its engagement. What I want to tell here is that we don't look at this engagement only as the result of, it's not only connected with the content that is shown on the screen. We can also analyze this attention according to anything that the device is near. If it's near the shelf, we can analyze engagement into the products that are on the shelf. If the device is near the printed material, that is what we can analyze. So it doesn't matter if we're talking about the content on the screen or just products on the shelf. We still can compare the engagement. How I recommend to compare it is to filter. I just want to show you the platform. Just a second. Want you to see my whole screen. Just a second. Okay, so now you can see. No. Sorry. Okay, the whole screen. Perfect. Okay, so about engagement, how I recommend to analyze it. You can filter it here by device, open it in several tabs. So you can choose display box 1 here and display box 2 here, and compare the engagement. In this case, you will be able to understand how how different devices in different locations work. So what is important? How to increase data using this data? How to increase sales using this data? First, compare the engagement rates to the device locations. The higher the engagement rate, the more people were interested in the product, in the content, in anything that is near the sensor. It means that, for example, if we have higher engagement near the product 1 and lower engagement near the product 2, we know that we have more warm leads near the product 1. Let's sell them. Compare it to your sales figures. If it's not like this, it means that people come there, people look at the product for a long time, but they don't buy. Let's put a staff person there, or let's add a screen there, or even a tablet that will engage people somehow. Our main goal is not to miss these engaged visitors. And again, of course, for those people who are not that engaged for those locations, we can either change the products. Maybe people who come there come to this location, they're interested in this product, and we have to somehow reorganize it inside the store, or also add some staff people to understand, to help them understand what this product is about. Or I don't know, maybe it's not really comfortable to see, maybe products are too high, or maybe it's just too crowded in there. But again, when we see these numbers, we understand that in one location we have more engaged people. We have to convert them to sales. If we are not doing it, we can add content, screens, employees, anything. Here, our main goal is to increase this this metric, this percent, with any of the possible ways. Plus, check demographics of each devices and understand if this is the target audience of this product. For example, if here we have more women and the potential target audience for the product 1 is men, something is going wrong in here. We have to somehow change the product placement in the store. I also partly told you about this graph. Here we have leads, total visitors and leads. And as I said before, you can see here how many people are coming to your location in a particular hour or in a particular week. What you can understand here is how to cut your costs without losing sales, cut your employees' costs without losing sales. As I said, we have a lot of people here, but not a lot of people during the second part of Monday, for example. Or in the week, we have a lot of people during Tuesday and not a lot of people during the rest of the week. Let's put maximum of our employees on Tuesday and save costs and put less employees during the other week, during the other days of the week. For example, if we see that there are a lot of people in there, but the percentage here, the number of leads is not that high, and maybe even lower than when we have less people, it means that either our staff isn't working as effective as we would like them to, or maybe there is not enough staff people in there because they are not capable of talking to so many people. So this is the graph that you can use in order to optimize your staff schedules. Yes, and the last, I think, is the promotion campaign effectiveness. A lot of times, I, as a retail marketer, has to do something like this, put some promo materials, or I, as a brand, for example, if I'm a PepsiCo brand representative, I have to put my brand zone in some store and I have to spend a lot of money on it. How can I understand that this money was spent effectively? You can put the display kit on this promo zone and understand first, check the traffic of this zone. Do I have enough traffic? If I don't have enough traffic as I expect, or as I know that I had in the previous times in other stores, it means that maybe the location is not good and we have to change the location of the promo stand in order to get more traffic and get more sales. Another tip that can be used here, I can check the demographics and I can see, for example, that here I get more older people, but my audience is younger people. Why my younger audience doesn't approach the brand zone? Maybe the promo is attracting the wrong audience, and maybe I have to change my marketing strategy, make it more catchy, make it more modern, and adapt it to the younger audience. Then I can check the engagement, this graph. I can check the engagement and see if it's high enough. If I have a lot of people that are looking at the brand zone and choose and try to get the best product for them. If it's not enough, maybe my brand zone is not that engaging. I can put screens, I can put lights, I can put some other attractive additions to the brand zone and compare. I know that if I just put all of it from the very beginning, I will get maybe more sales. But why would I invest more from the very beginning if I don't even understand? For example, I'm putting my brand zone in a new market. Why would I invest more? I will A/B test, and this poll here helps us A/B test, helps us understand what is wrong and what can be done, and how this changes implemented my traffic, my engagement, and my results, because you cannot always see this reflection in sales. Of course, I can see how many sales I made, but it's not always reflecting that fast, and it's sales is not the only sign that my promo materials are not effective. Okay, so it was a lot of things about analytics, and the last thing I want to tell you from my side is that we have different audience analytics guides where we described in details with examples how each graph can be used in different cases. So please follow these links, and you can always find these guides on your partner portal. If you have any questions about guides, about any type of graphs, you can ask me now, or you can ask me at the end of the webinar, or you can contact me always using my email So now I'm passing the mic to Arkady, because I think you're already tired of me talking so long. So I'm passing the mic to Arkady, and he will tell you about the raw data and API. Please hear carefully, it's really interesting.
So yes, hello, I'm glad to see you again in our regular meeting, and I'm going to continue this meeting in the future. So Alena, thank you for this clarification. I'll try to take the screen on my side, if it's possible.
Okay, you can do it. I stopped sharing. You can do it.
Okay, I hope all of you can see my screen. So all our dashboards which was mentioned by Alena, are based on our experience of working with different businesses. That said, they provide an insight and basic metrics and may not be relevant for your specific requests. In this case, we give you an opportunity to analyze the data by yourself on your own site, and we provide raw data to do it. So there is two ways how you can work with our raw data. Of course, it's not a raw data from the database. All this data was measured with different tables, different attributes in our system, and we provided as our product data. But in this current case, let's call it raw data. So there are two opportunities how to work with it. First opportunity is to work with a file of report file. Sometimes it's one file, sometimes it's a few files with different information, and also we will discuss the raw data from public API, but it could be next, I think. So let's start from the report. In this slide, you can see the main entities of our reports, and it's the main entities in our visitor insights product. First of all, the main entity is visitors. It's unique visitors between different devices, between different contacts, which was caged with a sensor with our face detection algorithm, and it's the main thing. It's a unique visitor. If you let's switch on the platform. I will show it. Wait a minute, a lot of things I'm going to show you. Oh, it is the same. So visitors, contacts, and all other information in our system are related to this main entity. You can download the report. I hope all of you know it, but anyway, you can click on the button "Send Report," download this report via email to your email, or sometimes you can enter another email here to send this information primarily from the platform. And right now, I'm going to switch to Excel file. Okay, this is a report which you can receive from our platform. We improved this report, and right now you can download a lot of data. You can see the Excel report here, but if your platform consists of a lot of data, more than 1 million records there in 1 month, you can receive the same information and CSV, and anyway you will receive the raw data from our platform, and you can work with it. If the file will be big, sometimes it could be some issue for email agents, for some email services, and in this case we will provide you the link to download this file primarily from the server, and it will be okay anyway. So the first sheet of this file consists of main information about this report. here you will see all filters which was on the platform, the dates and everything you need to know, because sometimes then you collect a lot of the files like this on your PC, for example, and you will try to analyze it after 1 week, 1 month, I don't know. Sometimes it could be some trouble with understanding what we are looking at, and you can receive the information how the data was filtered in the first sheet, and you will understand how to look at the same data on a platform, for example. The next sheet is the main information about visitors in our report. I'm going to show you the relation between this information and our platform information. First of all, we should tell that visitor ID is a unique identifier of the current person, which was in your store or place of installation, and you can calculate it, just count the count of rows here, and it will be the same information like an information on a platform, on the main dashboard, on a visitor insights dashboard. I will show you a little bit later, but right now I should tell you that a visit consists of a lot of sometimes consists of a lot of contacts. For example, if one sensor see the same person twice or more, or the same person was catched by another sensor, it's different contacts for the one unique person, and we calculate every contact here in field contact counts. And here's the numbers. For example, this current person was seen with one or more than one device 4 times. And if we just calculate how many contacts was in all reports, you will receive information about the numbers of contacts. We call it total contacts on the platform. So I'll try to go back to the platform and to show you again. So this is the information about total visitors. It's a unique visitors, amount of rows in this table, and it's total contacts, how many contacts was there. And we also calculate additional parameters about average contact frequency, attention time, and everything you will calculate from the raw data. And I'll try to go back to Excel file. One of the main attributes for visitor is visit start and visit end time. You can see these fields here, and it's important to say that visit start, it's the time then the visitor was catched first time, his first contact and beginning of his first contact. And visit end, it's the last time when we saw this current visitor, and it is possible that it was after for example, a few hours, then the visitor go around the installation place, and when we catch him again, the visit will end. If we lost him, we will never see him again. When I tell you never, I mean in a session time, which was defined for the platform settings, and by default it's 3 hours. Also you can see one additional important attribute. It's a visit duration. We calculate the time of duration in seconds, and all another parameters which you are using to social demographic parameters which you are using for profiling. Let's move forward, and it's a contact. Here in this sheet, you see the information about every contact of the visitors with different devices or with the same devices, but if it is possible that it's the person appear again, and sometimes, for example, for employees we see more than 100 contacts for one visitors, and it's okay. So visitor ID, it's the same identificator for, like in the visitor sheet, and contact ID, it's a unique parameter for current contact, and for every contact you can receive the information about time and the duration and recognized parameters. So it is possible that you will see the same visitor here a few times, and few records in this table, and the visit start, and we will calculate from these parameters. We will take first contact start and last contact, and for example, it's not about this current row, but I'm trying to explain how to analyze it. For every detection in contacts, we receive additional attributes, face quality. We store this information, but then we try to show this information to our dashboard. We drop off 0 face quality because we are sure that recognition is not so good. And also you can see here the device which detect this specific visitor. Here is deleted just because it's a test platform, and we hide all private information for this presentation. And let's talk about views. Sometimes you can not just collect the audience analytics data, but also you can show some content and use digital signage for demonstration. In this case, if, for example, your audience it's the information like in a contacts, but if your audience saw the content, for example, they their face look at the screen, for example, then they show some content or some campaign, you will receive this information here. It shows and views information, and you will understand what kind of audience saw one content or another content. And I think it's the main information about this file. As I said before, it is possible that you will receive one Excel file from our platform. It is also possible that you will receive the link to download it, to download one file or few files if for example, there are a lot of rows in, for example, this sheet, more than 1 million. And in this case, you will receive the CSV file with information with this sheet, and also you will receive the Excel file, and here will be described. You also receive additional file with the raw data. That's so about Excel file, and let's move forward. Let's discuss, I think, just a few words about public API.
Arkady, sorry, we
yeah.
had a question from Luigi, I think. Luigi, are you there?
Okay, I can see it, but Luigi, if you can ask me, please.
Yeah. Do you see the chat, Arkady? So the question is, why aren't emotions
yeah.
included in the report?
It's a good question, and because of GDPR and other national laws, because emotion recognition prohibited in some cases of usage. For example, it's fully prohibited for employee management with AI detection, and we drop these attributes from our raw data because we can't know in which country you will receive this report. So we can discuss it internally. Sometimes it is possible to receive this information, but in most of case, in the case with Europe Union, for example, we can't collect the emotions, and that's all. Sometimes we receive the facial expressions, strong facial expressions. For example, it's not an emotion. For example, smiles, and it will be also in this report in additional attributes, but not the emotion itself.
I think that, yeah, the question was about the facial expressions, and you said that they are in the report, right?
Strong facial expressions, yes, it's in the report. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not the same like an emotion, but it's pretty close.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's move forward. It's just for a few minutes to discuss our public API. Sometimes you are going to receive the raw data from the platform automatically, for example, to compute it with third-party API system. And in this case, we have our own public API, and this is a file which we can provide it to you with all description of this API. You need just to receive API key from our support team, and you will be able to download all, not just download, but use the public API for your current platform. I will tell you a few words about the main API which already exists in our platform. First of all, it's visitors data, and all what we are talking about today is about visitors list, and you can receive this information. But it's just one of the methods which already exist in our product. Also, you can automatically receive the information about content shows. For example, if you are going to send to provide this information to your advertisers or some another reason. Also, you can manage the device, not just receive the lists of device on your platform, but it is also possible. For example, if you are going to analyze how many devices do you have, how it works, receive the status, collect it, etc., etc. But also you can create, update or delete devices on the platform without our interface automatically. It's important for some specific project. Then there you have a lot of different devices, and you are going to manage it automatically. And also additional entities in our products: campaign, content, text, venues, and profiles. You also can receive this information to compare this information with, for example, visitors list, to analyze it, to receive more information, and to create your own dashboards or use as you want. I think our time is running out, and I will let you ask some questions.
Thank you, Arkady. Yes, if you have any questions, please let us know while we're still here. I wanted to remind you that we will have recording and presentation available in the community. So check the news feed and you will see information when it is available. Approximately, it will be ready today evening. Also, I wanted to say that we will have the same, well, not 100% the same, but webinar on the same topic in Spanish next week on Tuesday. So it should be great for our LATAM partners, especially for their team members that don't understand English very well. So we will try to have this system where we have English webinar and also Spanish webinar. So if it's more convenient for you to come to the Spanish speaking event, please do so. You can find it in the meetup section in the community as well. I don't see any questions. Yeah, okay. So Arkady, yeah, the question from Carlos is, how do you set up in order to identify employees than clients?
Thank you. It's a good question. Now we analyze the session behavioral. So it's about time, visit time. From our experience, for every business, it is able to understand the difference in time, how many times the visitor or employees spend in the store, and we use this attribute. For example, if the regular session time in a platform is 3 hours, it's a time then we it is able to see this visitor again, and it will be the same visit like before. In this case, we calculate that the visitor will receive tag employee after 2 hours presence near the sensor. So it is possible to change these parameters, but by default, it's staff is all visitors in a platform which spend near the sensor more than 2 hours.
Yes, I can show the screen, so you get the general idea. Yes, do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you need to go to settings of your platform, and here there are two settings. One is for the storage period of data on the device, and the second one is for detection of stuff. So stuff detection should be lower than storage period, correct, Arkady?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and also you can contact Arkady or Alena directly. We have their emails in the presentation. So yeah, we're always ready to answer your question and help you in any way possible.
There was one additional question from Carlos, and I'll try to answer quickly. So in our dashboards, you can filter what you're going to see. Visitors with staff, without staff, or just staff. And also you can, in the file which you receive from our platform with the report, you also see this tag. And in this case, if you are going to calculate the visitors without staff, you just drop out the staff tag, and that's all. If you are going to calculate together, it's just a filter in Excel. So it's a column tag. If you see staff, it means that we think that it's a staff in this placement.
Yes, thank you, Arkady. I sent the link to the release notes about this update. So yeah, it was pretty recently. You can check it and see how to do these settings.
So I think our time is up. There is no additional questions, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, Arkady. And thank you, everyone, for coming here. See you in the next meetup that we will have. Hopefully it was useful for you. Bye-bye.